Hang in
Dude,
there. It is.
that's Smylie Kaufman for 61. Wow.
I'm Smylie Kaufman, and this is The Smylie Show. All right, so on the Americas Tour, before we get off of it, because I have to ask, there has to have been, some type of nightmare travel story that you had over the 2 years, whether it was in Canada or in South America. Was there anything that comes to mind where you're like, dude, you wouldn't believe where we had to travel from or get stuck? Like, anything come to mind that was just a nightmare situation?
Yeah. I thought I was getting abducted in Rio. And so
I didn't know we were going here. All right.
Yeah,
I'm all ears. All right.
I didn't have any crazy, lost bat. I lost, my clubs didn't get put on a flight in Canada last year. But I waited until the evening, and they came and it was fine, but nothing like that. Like clubs didn't get broken or anything, which
Did you ever hear about the guy who locked his clubs in his car in Canada and broke the window to get his clubs out? Did you ever hear about that story?
No.
It was one of my teammates. He ended up breaking his window of his rental car to get his clubs out because he had somehow locked his keys in his car, which is, I didn't know if that was like a classic story from Canada, but
no, it was. I mean, sorry to tell you, but no, I had not heard about that. That's crazy.
Take me to Rio. I'm glad you're still here, by the way.
Yeah. So Rio, they speak Portuguese, and I don't speak really any Spanish. So traveling in Argentina and Mexico and Ecuador, like that's difficult enough for me because I don't speak Spanish. So, I'm kind of like managing. I know a couple words, but when you get to Rio,
it's a different bird.
I thought Portuguese was going to be like kind of similar. It is not. It's not at all. Completely different. And when
we played in Sao Paulo on the Corn Ferry, so I had no idea what was going on there.
Yeah, I didn't know one single word in the Portuguese language, and I still only know one word. Obrigado is thank you. I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I really don't know. I just know thank you. And so we land and we're trying to call Ubers to get to we're going to like the Rio, the tournament, the Olympic golf course is where we were playing. And it was about 45 minutes from the airport, which is cool. And so we're getting an Uber, and the cars down there in South America, as you know, they're tiny. Mm-hmm. And so like when I'm traveling with Jeff, my caddy, a lot of guys don't have caddies, but I traveled with Jeff everywhere. He came with me to all the events.
How many people actually had caddies? Like, were you one of the few guys that traveled with them?
I'm going to say
there more than
5 to 10 would be my guess. Yeah, maybe even fewer than that. Honestly,
that had to be an advantage,
South America.
Man.
Yeah, in South America, there were some more because the caddy culture down there is totally different than it is in Canada. Like you'd get guys that, South America, Latin guys that would travel like all 6 events. And like I had buddies who couldn't speak to their caddies, but had the same caddy every single week, which was crazy. But they just made it work somehow. Huge advantage having Jeff down in South America. And it's more expensive, but
hey, goals get to the tour, man.
It helped me, helped me a lot. So we're in Rio and we get in this tiny car, and I'm thinking there's no way we're going to get both of our big like suitcases and my clubs into this tiny rental car. And this it's like a young kid, speaks 0 English. I speak 0 Portuguese. We're just hand signaling, trying to communicate. And he's like, no, like we can get it. And we got it. And I was actually amazed. It was impressive getting in there, but he was probably a mid-20s kid. Car reeked of weed just like right away. And I was like, all right, this is going to be interesting. We got a, long drive. Jeff and I are kind of crammed in the back with our backpacks and stuff. And we're driving. And when you get out of the airport, I mean, you're looking at the favelas, like just the really dangerous parts of Rio, where the houses are, kind of just shacks basically. And it's really sad. Like the poverty is unbelievable, eye opening for me. But I'm getting told as I get into Rio, like if you go into the favelas, you're dead. And we're driving on a highway, but like kind of through it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I hope this guy just knows where he's going, and going in the right direction. I'm freaking out. Jeff not a care in the world. He's like, dude, we're fine. Like, chill out.
He's playing Candy Crush. Like, he's fine.
Yeah,
He's
no,
chilling
literally.
everywhere.
He's probably doing like a crossword on his phone or like not caring. And we get to this, we get like kind of out of the city area onto a highway, going through some toll roads. And I'm sitting behind the passenger seat. And so I can kind of see the driver, Jeff sitting behind the driver. And I see him, he pulls out his phone and he starts like voice to texting one of his, I don't know, friends, I guess. I don't know. And then he goes into the Uber app, and I have a video on my phone, but he starts screenshotting our route and final destination. And sending it to someone on his phone.
Full panic attack.
I go full panic mode. And I start texting everyone I know down in like who's in Rio, my buddies who are traveling on the tour. On Uber, you can share your ride so they know like where you're going. I start sharing my location. I'm like, fellas, I sent them the video. I'm like, we're dead. You know, we're not getting out of this. And we get to a toll booth, and I considered getting out of the car, but we're on the middle of the highway, and I'm like, my thought, the reason I didn't, I was like, I'm not going to be able to speak to anyone. No Uber is going to pick me up in the middle of the highway. Like I've got nowhere to go. Like I'm probably more dead if I get out. And so I stay in the car. I'm freaking out. And Jeff, his story is unbelievable. He's like, dude, like we're fine. He's probably texting his girlfriend, like, look at the nice hotel I'm bringing these guys to.
Y'all are just talking back and forth. Meanwhile, this guy has no idea what you're saying.
No clue. We have no idea what he's voice to texting. He's getting it like voice to text back from whoever he's sending our route to. I have no idea what he's saying. I'm trying to like Google Translate, and you can click it to where, you know, they can speak and it translates it. So I'm trying to do that to get an idea of what he's sending or what he's saying. Yeah. It didn't work. So I got nothing. And I'm like sweating, like mid panic attack in the back seat. And we're fine. We're here. Nothing happened. I have no idea who he was sending it to. I don't know why he was.
Please
he tried to sell us weed when we got there, but that was it. Like,
please tell me you at least signed him a golf ball or something. Sorry for accidentally thinking you were abducting me. Here's a signed golf ball. No, hopefully this amounts to something one day.
I did not. I didn't have the wherewithal to think about that. I just wanted to get out of the car. I didn't see any like sketchy looking guys coming up to mug us, and we got to the hotel and we're fine. But that was probably the most interesting like travel story down in South America.
Woo, mine was in Santiago, Chile. So I understand. I mean, everybody has a story down there. If you play down there long enough, or you just end up in the wrong part of town, or just a crazy flight situation, it's always an adventure down in South America. Sometimes playing whether it be the Corn Ferry or the PGA Tour Americas, but. Wow, that was wild. Getting abducted in Rio. I didn't have that on the bingo card today, but that was great.
You know, I listen to this podcast. It's really cool, and
all of our local fans and subscribers. But make sure you like and subscribe.
It's cool to see what you guys are doing. I know golf fans appreciate it, but we do too. So please keep it up.
For all the good people at YouTube, like and subscribe.
You guys have some good takes, so I'm happy to come on and shoot the